And just too full from Sandon. The margin for error, even though the ball is turning, it's still not that great. You've got to pitch it in the right areas. It's a very fair cricket wicket here. If you bowl well, you bowl accurately, you'll be economical and you'll tend to pick up wickets. If you're too full or too short, you get into trouble. And even Sandon, who's looked like maybe the most threatening of the bowlers used thus far, he's now leaking runs too.
You could see a slight puff of dust there outside the off stump of the left-hander. Would be a good option if you could come round the wicket, pitch in around that area which he did right now. Use the rough. And that's the end of the over. 12 overs gone. Saudi Arabia are 83 for no loss.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality में number 1.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting, yes.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मज्जाले टर्छ वर्ल्डलिंक युजरहरुलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट with वर्ल्डलिंक Wi-Fi Express.
Good left arm spinner to me, tall, accurate, gets very good turn as well. But after an expensive first over, he'll need to turn things around. There's a slip in place, very wide angle, sort of almost 1.5 slips in the slot. As that's cut to the deep for a single. Saudi have definitely slowed down a touch, but they can afford to. The required run rate is not really even a factor, particularly at this ground. Their runs can come quickly. 3.5 and over is all they need because of this flying start.
Yeah, aren't they going so well? They're going very well actually. I can assure you one thing, Lenny. Nepal would be glued to their televisions watching this game. They would like to have a look how the Saudi players play, as we haven't faced them that much till yet. I'm sure the team analyst Raman Shivakoti would be watching this live and recording some videos of these players.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. I think particularly with the fact they still haven't played both of these sides, Saudi and Qatar. So back at the team hotel, the Hyatt Place there, they will be enjoying the action. So brilliant to see all these teams come into Kathmandu. This one's guided away, going to be 4 more. Wacker now getting in the act again. Just wonder if Qatar's spinners not found the correct pace yet. They've been very flat, and that's what's been exploited again here, using the pace in the ball, guiding it away. Very safe shot for 4.
Pretty much been very one-dimensional bowling. No changes of pace, pretty flat in the air. Yeah, they need to keep varying their pace, their line and lengths, do something differently, change of ends, angles, pick up that first wicket. As there is a thumb ball again. Single taken.
Again, just too flat. We saw Baladraf in particular in the first innings be very slow through the air. Zainal Abidin mixed it up a little bit more for Saudi, but they found the right pace to bowl at. And the captain, Mohammad Rizlan, is over to his left arm spinner, wanting him to have a think about that. The pitch is turning, allow it the chance to turn. Slightly better, but the length's not right. Fumble won't allow a second. Really impressive this from Saudi Arabia, firstly with the ball and now with the bat. Maybe just the fielding, the catching in particular, they'll be a little bit displeased with. Everything else very, very good from KSA.
Yes, and the shots they have played are beautiful cricketing shots. It's nothing extravagant. Some good touches, good running between the wickets. It's nothing short of a professional batting effort till now. 13 gone. Saudi Arabia are 91 for no loss.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual-channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality mein number 1 hone ko raaj ho, advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality mein number 1.
Nice to see lots of fans coming in and enjoying the action. Perfect Saturday afternoon to watch cricket. Definitely not as hot as it was. It's been pretty stiflingly warm for the first 3 days of this tournament. Then we saw the mini cyclone. See a change in bowling. Going to be Mohammad Ikramullah, another one of this battery of quick bowlers that Qatar have at their disposal. And there's yet another left armer. 3 of them. They're all quite different. Interesting to see the left armer come around the wicket though from the start. That's not something you see very often.
Yes, it was a bit difficult tactic for me to understand as well. In the last game too, they were bowling around the wicket in all the games. That's Upish flying away and safely between the 3 fielders. Good effort in the field or on the point region, but runs away to the ropes for another 4 runs.
Well, that's the first moment of real fortune, isn't it, for Saudi? No control over that shot at all. Wakar could have gone anywhere. I thought the deep third fielder was going to be in play, but it just went over the head of the backward point fielder instead, and the man out at cover sweeper got there but couldn't knock it back in, so it gets to the rope and 4 more to the total. Why are they approaching it with this? It's kind of around the wicket tactic. It's obviously rare enough that you'd have 3 left armers in the same, 3 left arm quicks that is, in the same bowling attack, but to a left-hander surely the better angle's over the wicket.
Absolutely, and it completely takes the LBW away. It's very difficult from that angle to get an LBW. Only thing I can understand is if they have a slip in place, that angle could create an edge. But at the moment, it's more of a defensive option than a wicket-taking one.
And also, for me, it really narrows your targeted area. You know, you have just about probably 2 stumps width of an area that you can target. You've got to pitch it around leg stump or 1 stump either side, like there. So you have to be very accurate as well to make sure you're not in essence giving the batter a free hit from the leg side just to paddle it away, or if it's too wide outside the off stump you could just carve it away. He started nicely, but certainly the more regulation option, the one we'd see more often, would be over the wicket.
Yeah, only thing going from that angle would be the angle he gets, the curve that you get from wide of the crease. It's 14th over done. Saudi Arabia are 96 for no loss.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Saudi Arabia. We felt the total was under par, but given that Saudi Arabia, albeit in very different conditions, had been bowled out for 153 in their first game, I felt it might have been a tricky little chase, but at the moment they're making it look very easy. And Qatar need to find some wickets, and they need to find them now. Andrew Leonard here with you, as always. Fantastic to be here for this pathway event. I'm joined now by Paresh Lahani, former Nepal national team captain. Paresh, Saudi must have been impressed by this.
Yes, very much impressed, especially Waheed Abdul Ghaffar, the way he's batted, the way he's looked comfortable in the crease. He's already hit 8 fours and a 6. He looks very comfortable, very composed, and very relaxed. As an opening bat or any batsman, he should be relaxed in the crease. The body's not stiff, it's relaxed. I'm not saying that mind should be relaxed, the body should be relaxed.
That delivery there shows you why there's something for the spinners in particular. Quite sharp, the turn and bounce you're getting. Problem for Qatar is they haven't landed the ball consistently enough, and I think they've been a bit too flat through the air. That's better. Got to get it to arc, to get the trajectory to dip and then turn.
Yeah, the last ball he defended Waheed. He just waited for the ball, let the ball come to him, and then played it in the last moment. That shows how much a good batsman he is. That's going with the arm. I think the bat is involved as well.
I think that's what the umpire is indicating. There is bat involved, just an inside edge. I don't mind the occasional one being quicker. This is the flatter one. Maybe an attempted arm ball. That's fine, but not your stock ball. A little bit slower. Give the ball a chance to turn. Definite inside edge saves him. Back live now, cut away, but straight to the man out of cover sweeper. 15 overs have now been bowled. It's 98 for none.
क्वालिटी में नंबर 1 होने को राज के हो
नेपालकै सबैभन्दा ठुलो केबल फ्याक्ट्री पूर्ण डायमिटरको पक्का ग्यारेन्टी
यसको पनि त राज होला
राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी
पता लाग्यो राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी
वाह राजेश दाइ
लिटमस केबल को राज रहेछ गुणस्तर को पहचान लिटमस केबल क्वालिटी में नंबर 1.
Also the highest opening partnership of the tournament thus far on game day 5. There's tended to be early wickets, there's tended to be a bit of drama here and there. These two openers have made it look easy. They've batted very impressively. And that is going to be 50. Big cheers from the KSA bench. They're all on their feet. He's got there from 46 deliveries. He acknowledges them now, raises his bat to them. And a good knock. It's come quickly, efficiently, no shortage of power. He's batted really, really well. He's deserved that.
Yeah, no shortage of death touch as well. Played it late, 8 fours and a 6 in his 50 of 46 balls. Just need 118 in 34.5 over Saudi Arabia. That will be the 100-run partnership between these two openers.
They're cheering again, aren't they? 100 comes up, unbroken, the first century partnership of this competition for the first wicket. And that's the dream start. It's arguably the most difficult time to bat, but it's possibly the most rewarding if you can get through any of those tough early patches. If there is movement, you'll score quickly, you'll get good reward. I know it suits different styles of batters, and some prefer coming in the middle order, and for you, Paresh, a former opening batter, you'd probably say there's nowhere better to play.
Yes, that is why I've been very impressed with Waheed, the way he batted from the start. Punished the loose balls. If it was a good ball, he just played with the soft hands, played a neat shot down to third man for a boundary. He looks very relaxed. Another edge, running down to third man. Another football skills. This time attempted by the Qatari fielder, couldn't stop it. Another boundary for Waheed.
And that was a beauty, and the first moment of real fortune for either of these two. If first slip was in place, that would have been the first wicket. But because Saudi have had such a good start, Mohammad Rizlan from Qatar hasn't felt that he's been able to have a slip in there. And as a consequence, it's a streaky boundary for Waheed. Sun just beating down again now. Gorgeous day, it really is. After it being far too hot for the last couple of days, it feels just right, feels lovely. Perfect cricketing weather.
Yes, very pleasant weather after the first 3 days was extremely warm in the middle and in the commentary box as well. It all started yesterday with a gloomy morning. Sun didn't come up in the afternoon, very windy conditions in the afternoon as well. I think because of that, some part of the valley saw rain as well. Even Munpali cricket ground was affected by the wind and the rain. Luckily there was no rain here in the TU International Cricket Ground, but was very, very windy like a cyclone. And because of that, the temperature went down. It's very pleasant today, and it's very pleasant to see these openers bat. 16 gone, Saudi Arabia 104 for no loss.
Oh, Lifebuoy hand wash ले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले pump, rub, chew. संसारकै #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no sir?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
Impress नहुने त कुरै भएन. Fastest internet speed, best service र free Wi-Fi Express ले नेपालकै #1 internet service provider बनेको छ Whirling.
Oh, the team is there too.
It's not a huge difference in the number of runs between the two sides, but what that doesn't take into account is the significant and really significant slowdown between brilliant Saudi Arabian bowling and maybe just a little bit of lack of positive intent with the batting for Qatar in the particularly last 15 or 20 overs.
Yes, only 6 or 7 boundaries and a 6 scored in the last 15 to 20 overs. Lighted. Waheed called for a single. Yes, it was very good bowling in the middle overs by Saudi Arabia. The spinners bowled 30 overs in between them, taken 2 wickets. The 3 spinners for 4 wickets in between them. The 3 spinners given away only 103 or something runs like that. That was incredible by the spinners.
Yeah, it was that middle period, wasn't it, in the second power play. Just 103 runs off 30 overs. Runs came at a real premium, difficult to get them. Beauty. That's the right pace. Finally, I think Nadeem has found the arc. Get it just up, just above the aisle line, and then get it to dip down and turn. That's why the slip's in place. They need their star left armour to find the breakthrough, get themselves into this contest. If not, if these two openers keep going, this game could be over in a hurry. just bat for another 10 overs, Saudi will be in a very dominant position. They're nearly at the halfway stage in terms of runs required already.
Yes, that is because they had a very good start. Wahid started off well and then continued by Waqar. Wahid on 55. Waqar just 5 away from his 50. Nicely slashed down to offside. There's a cover in the deep. Just a single. 17 gone. Saudi Arabia 107 for no loss.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner Lifebuoy. Internet partner WorldLink. Uplifting partner Coca-Cola. Title sponsor
Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Hygiene partner
तपाईलाई सुरक्षा दिन्छ World's #1 selling jump protection soap brand.
Internet partner
छिटो बनेकै WorldLink.
Uplifting partner 10 countries, 24 matches. Live from TU and Multani ground. Watch live on YouTube on QATAR Sports. Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup. Hygiene partner Lifebuoy. Internet partner WorldLink. Uplifting partner Coca-Cola.
So welcome back to the coverage after the first drinks break. We are a third of the way through the chase in terms of number of overs bowled, but Saudi Arabia are nearly at half of the total number of runs required already. They have got off to a brilliant start between Waqar Al Hassan and Wahid, who've combined really nicely. Maybe just one or two moments of slight fortune, but on the whole, as an opening partnership goes, really excellent. And Saudi Arabia looking good for their first win at this level.
Yes, both the openers look very good in the center. If Qatar wants to get back into the game, they should take a wicket or two in very quick succession. It looks highly unlikely the way these batters are playing. They've created one or two chances, Qatar, against these two opening batsmen. Talking about the openers, look at this, the ball slipped, the last ball, the fielder tried to pick it and throw down the stumps, missed the ball came out of his hand, slipped from his hand.
Coming very wide of the crease, and I wonder, is this a back foot no ball? You're going to see a free hit either way, but he really is right out towards that return crease. And the way the back foot law works, I'm probably not going to be able to see from this angle, but that back foot is not allowed to touch the return crease. It's not even allowed to touch any part of that white line that's on the left. Either way, whether it's front foot or back foot no ball, the laws quite a while ago were simplified. They all mean the same thing. They all result in a free hit. And the free hit's hammered into the leg side and hammered for 4. Going to be 52. Really nice way to get there. No risk because you've got the free hit, and both of the openers have now completed their half centuries. Saudi Arabia in cruise control.
Yes, definitely in cruise control. 54 Waqar as well in 52 balls with 7 fours. A good opening stand with these two batsmen. They're dominating the Qatari bowlers. 8 fours to be precise, 27 dots in 53 balls. He's improved his strike rate a lot after getting a slow start where Wahid was going well in the first 10 overs. Nicely clipped away off his pads. The fielder is getting around it. Another football skills unsuccessful.
Under 100 required now. The KSA team are making this look very easy. 54s in the game. A lot of them have gone to these two batters. This is the problem with this angle. You've such a small margin for error. He probably only landed that a stump and a half, maybe 2 stumps away from where he was aiming. But he's helped it round the corner. There is a fine leg in place. This time the short ball banged in. Is this the first wicket? It is. Captain gleefully takes the catch. Double checks his socks while he's doing it. Good bouncer, too sharp.
Yes, that was a very accurate bouncer by the bowler. Very sharp, couldn't get hold of it, got the top edge. It didn't even get out of the 30-yard circle. Waqar has to depart. Saudi Arabia now 118 for 1.
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no sir?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
इम्प्रेस नहुने त कुरै भएन फास्टेस्ट इन्टरनेट स्पिड बेस्ट सर्भिस र फ्री वाइफाई एक्सप्रेसले नेपालकै नम्बर 1 इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर बनेको छ वर्ल्डले।
Oh, the team is there too.
That's the breakthrough that Qatar desperately needed. Brings a new man to the crease. In comes Saad Khan. One left-hander replaced by another. Good pace. There's a little bit of anger, I suspect, in that delivery from Mohammad Ikramullah. Really bent the back. Can Qatar find a way into this contest now? Short ball again. Neil Wagner-esque. 18 bowled, 118 for 1.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Nadeem to continue. Waheed on strike. Saad Khan is the new batsman in at number 3. A good opening stand comes to an end with a good sharp short ball by Ikramullah.
Now can Nadeem start to attack the outside edge? Start to try and find one to turn and bounce and take the edge.
Yes, it'll be very important that Nadeem bowls very well from now on. Oh, that's tried to guide that down to the third man. There's slip, but it got one bounce on his hands and went to short third.
And you just sense that for Qatar to get into this game, they're going to need to go bang bang. They've got one. Can they get the other opener quickly too? Lovely shot. Not going to get him by bowling there. Angled in. And Waheed chooses to get the sweep shot out. Plays it really nicely and runs away for a boundary.
Waheed looks very comfortable in the crease. Look at this shot. Played it very well on top of the bounce. Swept it backward of square leg for a boundary behind square. Nicely done.
It's a classic example, isn't it, of a bowler turning the ball away from the bat, getting just a bit greedy, looking for the glory ball, looking for the wicket ball. You don't need to. That's a better line. He bowls 6 balls there and he leaves 6 alone. That's a maiden. I know Qatar need wickets in this situation. That should be your line. Force the batter into an errant stroke. You're not going to bowl a wonder ball altogether too often. You might get 1 a spell, 2 a spell. Take wickets by applying and building pressure.
Absolutely right. They should apply the pressure. Ball it off stump. This is good, but length was a bit shorter. Rocked back on the back foot. Waheed punched that towards the sweeper cover. 19 gone. Saudi Arabia 123 for 1.
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting, yes.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मजाले टर्छ वर्ल्ड लिंक युजरहरूलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट विथ वर्ल्ड लिंक वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस.
The Chobar end. Waheed is on strike.
It's really the first time he's bowled to the right hander. This angle I don't mind. This angle I quite like actually. Around the wicket, angling in, bowling at good pace. Comes very wide of the crease, so he's going to threaten the LBW, threaten the stumps. And he does have a yard of pace as well.
Yes, he prefers bowling around the wicket, the left-hander. both two left-handers and the right-handers. Pulled away. That was a short ball. Straight to the fielder. Just around one bounce to the fielder. That was nicely picked by Wahid.
He looks the complete package, doesn't he? He's got the full array of strokes. He looks confident on front and back foot. And tested out there by the short ball. And there's been no problem with the way in which he's played it. Qatar need another. Why would you think he's using this around the wicket angle to the left-hander? It's something that I've very rarely seen, apart from really Neil Wagner in test matches when he's bowling the short ball tactic.
Yeah, I think because he's used to it, bowling left arm round the wicket to both the right-hander and the left-handers. He's comfortable with bowling round the wicket. Another short ball, a good, quick short ball outside the off stump. I don't think he has any clear plan of bowling round the wicket, but I think he's used to it, bowling round the wicket to both the right-hander and the left-handers. Bowling round the wicket, wide of the crease, creating that angle. That
cleans him up. That's why he's bowling with this angle. It's caused confusion, and Qatar, they have gone bang, bang. It's the leg stump that it's clipped. It's unusual, it's different, but it's proven effective. He's bowled around the wicket to two left-handers, and he's got both of them out. One with a bouncer, this time the fuller ball. Gap between bat and pad. The extra yard of pace works.
Yes, I think he was eyeing that. He wants to bowl the batsman round the legs, but in this instant it went in between the bat and the pad. Shad Khan gone for a knot. Saudi Arabia 124 for 2.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting here.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मजाले टर्छ वर्ल्डलिंक युजरहरूलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट विथ वर्ल्डलिंक वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Here comes the skipper. Mohammad Hisham Sheikh to the crease. Made 21 in the first game. That was against Malaysia, where Saudi Arabia were defeated quite comfortably actually as well. Mohammad Ikramullah is changing this game. I said he was the one to watch with the ball. He's proving as such. He's got two for, and with 20 bowled, it's 124 for 2.
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस. त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting here.
Hey coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मजाले टर्छ वर्ल्डलिंक युजरहरूलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट विथ वर्ल्डलिंक वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस.
From Ikramullah at the far end of the ground. Now, can Nadeem get into the act? Can he really start a wobble? Gonna run through. Turn down the single, direct hit. Might have allowed the overthrow, but quick thinking from the fielder. Mohammad Murad means there won't be one. Is now the test for Saudi that they've done a lot of the first part of winning this game, but when upsets come into play, it becomes harder and harder as the finishing line appears. Is this really now the litmus test, the acid test for Saudi Arabia if they can pick up their first win in this competition?
Yeah, it'll be a test for the new batsman to come in, but I don't think it'll be a test for Waheed. He's batting very well on 63 of 64. The captain is there. Hisham Sheikh. Only 92 required, just above 3 runs per over required from now on for Saudi Arabia to register their first win in this tournament.
This is good to see from the captain. The captain of Qatar knows to win this game they need to take wickets. They need to turn that little opening that they have into a gaping hole in the Saudi middle order. So Mohammad Rizlan is getting a close catcher in. He's saying to Sandan Shamara, get in under the helmet, get into silly point. Let's see if we can find a defensive prod or a poke from Mohammad Hisham, the Saudi captain. It's a good technique. Look at that. In a silly point. Difficult place to field, but look at the way he's set up. Arms extended. He's ready to take one in there. And he's on the right side of the wicket with the ball turning away. Will hopefully encourage Mohammad Nadeem's line as well to be more there. Oh, nearly inspired captaincy. Almost half a chance.
Yes, a good technique shown by the silly point fielder. Very close to the bat. And again, bowling in right areas to get a catch taken to silly point.
Amazing how wickets change the game. Qatar were nowhere, now they're alive, they're abuzz. They can get a third here, particularly if it's Waheed. Could be game on. Gripping viewing again at the ACC Men's Premier Cup. This is good stuff, a good contest. But he bowls a full toss just to release that pressure. Only going to be a single though, even though the captain wants the second, rightly sent back. And we'll close out the 21st over. We'll have a shuffle up here. Welcome back Sharon Vasakar in a moment. It's 126 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Two quick wickets for Qatar to get into the game. I have Sharad Veswakar here with me in the commentary box. Andrew Leonard has a breather now for the next 6 to 7 overs.
Bowling well, Ikramullah has picked up 2 wickets. Has a spring in his stride. You can see that by the way he's walking back on his run-up. Nice to see the Qatari captain attacking a bit in the previous over, keeping a silly point. Yeah, he needs wickets. Just 91 runs to get Saudi Arabia.
That was short, pulled it away nicely, but straight to long leg. Nice fielding. Oh, it went under his hands. It hit his hand and rolled down to the boundary. A missed field.
Very poor effort by the fielder there in the down fine leg region. Nicely swiveled off his back foot, pulled it nicely. Short ball presented and it went through the legs. That was a regulation stop, I believe.
It's very hard for the bowler to bowl dot balls to create a pressure, and the pressure has been taken off by the fielder, missing the ball and the ball rolling down to the boundary. That was bowled very well by Ikramullah. He's the only wicket taker for Qatar. 2 wickets for him. 2 quick wickets, set batsman. Nicely guided that. Now if Qatar wants to get into the game again, they need a couple of wickets early. Get Waheed out and then try to exploit the new batsman.
All these armbands about Paresh. I see the fielders wearing it normally, and we are very comfortable inside this commentary box. No sunshine. Why do you have this protection?
I just had some chills in my arms, that is why. We don't need a fan, the fan is blowing. Here again a short ball. Nicely controlled shot by the captain, Hisham. He's testing the batsman with the short ball. He got a wicket with the short ball. Well set, Waqar. And the delivery that he got rid of another left-hander was a beautiful delivery coming around the wicket and way outside from the crease. The ball getting in between the bat and pad and the leg stump getting abrupted. .22 gone. Saudi Arabia 132 for 2.
Oh, Lifebuoy hand wash ले मार्छ 99.9% viruses. त्यसैले palm, rub, chew. संसारकै #1 selling germ protection soap brand.
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no sir?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
इम्प्रेस नहुने त कुरै भएन फास्टेस्ट इन्टरनेट स्पिड बेस्ट सर्भिस र फ्री वाइफाई एक्सप्रेसले नेपालकै #1 इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर बनेको छ वर्ल्डले.
Oh, the team is great too.
Nadeem to continue from the pavilion end. To Qatar to get to the game, to get back into the game, they need to get rid of Waheed as soon as possible and get another new batsman in the crease. Nicely cut away. In front of square, the ball is racing towards the boundary. What a nice shot. What a timing by Waheed. This guy has impressed me a lot.
Waited for that Waheed. On his back foot. Slightly short presented to him. And he waited and just put it in front of square. Runs away to the rope. Fielder running hard. Would have been better if he would have gone round to the ball. Couldn't reach to it. Waheed moves to 68.
Yeah, that was hit very nicely. Waited for the ball. It was a bit slower through the air. He waited for it and hit it in the gap in front of square on the offside. Oh, nice bowling. Good comeback. Look at him. He looks so comfortable in the crease. Playing on the merit of the ball. Waiting for the ball to play his shots. He's not committing to the shot. Again, lets it go. Good batting.
Shown some good temperament, Waheed. Batting from the first over. It's been 23 overs that he has already batted for his team. He needs to carry on till the end if Saudi Arabia wants to win this. Needs to carry his bat till the end, and you can see the Qatar dugout.
Yeah, Waheed is a perfect opening batsman in the 50 over format. We haven't seen him in the T20 format. Nicely bowled outside the off-stump, ball turning away from the right-hander. Everything happening in this over. 23 gone, Saudi Arabia 136 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality mein number 1 hone ko raaj ho, advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality mein number 1.
From the Chobar end, comes back into the attack. Expensive in his first 2 overs. His first spell, 19 runs given by him.
You can see, as expected, a smiling dugout. Saudi Arabia in a very good position, and as Murad comes back for his second spell, was a bit expensive in his first 2 overs. Hasn't picked a wicket yet. You can see their coach Kabir Khan, Saudi Arabia's head coach. He's done a fantastic job. Saudi Arabia cricket certainly on a rise.
This kind of a slingy action given as wide, rightfully so. Bowling down to the leg stump. This kind of ball doesn't help their cause. Qatar, they need a wicket or 2 in quick time to get back into the game. 2 quick wickets taken by Ikramullah. Good short ball to Waqar to get rid of him, to break the opening partnership. Well, that's a good channel. He should bowl there, bowl some dot balls to the new batsman, create some kind of pressure to get wickets. If they don't take wickets in, let's say 3 or 4 overs, the game will definitely go away from them. Saudi need 80 more runs to win in 26.5 overs. A good length, hard length. The required rate is not an issue, and even for Saudi Arabia, wickets are not an issue at the moment. Waheed going very well on 68. Hisham, the newcomer, has played 12 balls, 46. If Qatar can get Waheed and Hisham in a very quick time, they'll be right back on the game. They should attack the new batsman, keep a slip or a short cover in catching position or a shot mid. Just attack, just don't give away easy singles like that.
Yeah, that's why the captain has brought his main strike bowler to pick up a wicket, that is.
That is slashed down to backward point region for a boundary. The ball went like a trace of bullet. What a timing. What a batsman he is. Moves to 72. A runner ball, his strike rate. 54 fours in this match already. Look at this again. Wide outside the off stump. Opened his face to get the gap. Nicely punched that behind square.
Yeah, nice width provided there for the informed Waheed. Just use the pace of the bowler and just punch it square.
Look at that again. So comfortable playing the backward punch. just 29 years of age. Wahid came from the age group under 19 national team of Saudi Arabia, now in the senior team, who can see some countable spectators in the grass banks. It's a free admission today, no charge for the ticket.
Quick update from the other ground between Bahrain and Kuwait. Kuwait are 131 for 3, chasing 256 runs in 21 overs. The game looks in a balance there.
क्वालिटी में नंबर 1 हुनु को राज के हो
नेपालकै सबैभन्दा ठुलो केबल फ्याक्ट्री पूर्ण डायमिटरको पक्का ग्यारेन्टी
यसको पनि त राज होला
राज हो एडवांस जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी
पता लाग्यो राज हो एडवांस जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी
वाह राजस्थाई
लिटमस केबल को राज रहेछ गुणस्तर को पहचान लिटमस केबल क्वालिटी में नंबर 1.
I think Wahid is getting some treatment there. He was struck on the thigh pad on the last ball of the last over by Murad.
A quick magic spray would do the job. As Saudi Arabia had started to play the 25th over, going exactly 6 runs per over. Saudi Arabia looks a comfortable chase from here, unless they lose a couple of wickets in tandem. At the moment, the captain Hisham and Wahid look comfortable.
Yeah, this is good captaincy by Mohammad Rizlan, the captain of Qatar, putting a slip and a silly point. The fielder from long on comes into the circle at mid on, and there's mid off. The boundary rider's square leg. Nicely played off his pads.
Very happy to see this kind of field setting by Captain Rizlan. Looking for that wicket, inviting the batsman to go over the top. Call the mid-on, mid-off fielder, the cover fielder inside to stop that single. That's the cricket we want to see. As Wahid comes back on strike. He's looked good for a 73.
Look at Wahid, he's so relaxed in the crease. If the ball is outside the off stump, he lets it go. If it's short outside the off stump, plays that cut shot, plays it off the back foot as well. A complete batsman, plays either side of the wicket. Again, look at that, lets it go. A very patient batsman.
I've been bowling a good line here. 6 fielders on the offside, bowling to his field.
Straight to point. Look at that. If it's a bit closer to his body, he plays his shot. And if it's outside the off stump, he just lets it go. Patience. He's playing a very patient innings. He hasn't played any more dot balls, 73 of 76. Strike rate is pretty good. Straight to backward point.
There is no hurry at all. Run rate required. You can see in the left bottom of your screen is just 2.8 runs per over needed from now. Just need to bat and bat long as possible. As we can see, a sweep shot employed and 4 runs he gets. Wahid, the first sweep shot played in this innings, and fetches 4 runs again.
Yes, that was played very well by him. 3 balls that he faced, or 4 balls that he faced, it was outside the off stump. The ball in the pads, it sweeps it away behind square for a boundary. What a terrific batsman he is. At the end of 25 halfway stage, Saudi 149 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Muhammad Murad to continue from the Chobar end. What a knocker Wahid has played today, 77 of 78. A good running, quick running between the wickets. Hisham, the captain, he wants to give the strike to Wahid. He has a chance to score a ton here in this tournament. It will be, if he does, it will be the 6th century in this ACC Premier Cup 2023. The road to Asia Cup. Whoever wins the tournament, they qualify for the Asia Cup, and the 1st, 2nd and 3rd, they qualify for the emerging Asia Cup. That is the A team of the test sides. Did he get a bat onto it? No, it's a leg by signal by the umpire. Nevertheless, it's 4 runs for Saudi Arabia, and 150 comes up with that boundary. It'll be an easy chase for Saudi Arabia, and they're going to make a statement in Group A. They are still alive in the tournament.
That seemed to flick off the pads. Rightly leg by given. Beautiful lush green ground of TU. Haven, the QATAR has done a fantastic job.
They tried to pull that ball but went in the offside. Ended up squaring it, square cut played by Hisham, the captain. Sharad, I guess we are pretty unlucky to have been played here 10 years ago. I really want to go and bat in this batting track.
Yeah, unlucky that your ace is not in your side, Parish.
Well, talking about age, it's just a number.
Absolutely. Players from the Gulf region, you can see in this game, Tanveer is almost your age, is still playing. The medical staff there have done a good job till now, taking care of the players.
Oh, that was a very good ball, just lifting up from the length area. A good nasty bounce. The batsman didn't expect that.
It's live pictures. Thanks to our director and his crew working hard bringing you this live telecast. To Yopesh Pradhan, who's been doing a great job for a couple of years. It's really hard work. Behind the heroes of behind the curtains, actually.
Yeah, even though it was very windy out there yesterday in the middle, the camera crew didn't stop their coverage. At the end of 26, Saudi 155 for 2.
Oh, it's not connecting. I lost it again, man. It's just not connecting, yeah.
Hey, coach. We always connect.
अब डेटाको खर्च मजाले टर्छ। वर्ल्ड लिंक युजरहरूलाई जहाँ पनि फ्री अनलिमिटेड इन्टरनेट विथ वर्ल्ड लिंक वाइफाई एक्सप्रेस।
He's bowled some decent overs, gone for 5 runs per over. And look at Waheed, 80 balls, 46 dots, 19 ones, 13 fours and a 6 in his 78. Still going good. He's impressed me a lot. Again, see if it's outside the off stump. Yeah, given as wide. He's so comfortable in the crease. It looks very relaxed. The body is so relaxed. He's not tightened up.
That's a good sign of a good batsman, Paresh. As you know, you yourselves being opener. A well run, 2 run. It seems a big shout there. Umpires finally give the third umpire review. Send it upstairs.
Yeah, after taking a long time, he went to the TV umpire upstairs. This will be interesting. 2 runs taken by Waheed. He was struggling to get to the end. Let's see. We're still waiting for the TV umpire, his decision. It's not a direct hit. Still waiting for the TV umpire to make the decision. This is a clear view. I think he's in. Yes, this is a very clear view. And the ball bounced on him. Took it on his chest high. Yes, he's comfortably in. We'll see the green light.
Did a good job, keeper Imal, to collect that from way high to get the bails off in time, but the batsman comfortably in.
Yeah, good decision by the on-field umpire. If there's a technology, why don't you use it? That is why he went upstairs. Very good umpiring by the on-field umpire. We'll see the green light. Yes, not out signal by the TV umpire. Let's get on with the game now. Moves to 80, Waheed. 20 shy of his 100, the 6th 100 of this tournament. Swept that, but straight to 45.
That was a close one. If that had missed the bat, could have been a close one. Doesn't look to be a great sweeper of the ball, Waheed. Did get a boundary last time with a sweep shot. Looks a better player when he plays down the ground. Doesn't need to play those fancy shots at the moment. Just playing on the V will do the job. Just 59 runs to get. Around 2 runs per over.
That's punched in front of square in the offside. A single taken, moves to 81. Only 19 needed for a century for him in this ACC Men's Premier Cup. We've seen 5 centuries from different teams, 2 from UAE.
You can see the warm-up session going on of Team Malaysia. Probably they have a game tomorrow. Done well in their last game against Saudi Arabia to beat them comfortably. They would be looking from the corner of the eye to get one step in the semi-final as well if they win their remaining games.
This is interesting. He's brought in the long off fielder at mid-off. telling the batsman to go over the top. Nicely bowled. Hisham, the captain of Saudi Arabia, a very proactive captain. He's maneuvered his bowlers very nicely in the first innings. Good changes in bowling as well. Good field placement. After 27, Saudi 160 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Litmus cable quality में number 1 होने को राज हो advanced German technology. Litmus cable quality में number 1.
Expensive. Oh, that was cracked away on the offside, but what a shot, what a timing by Hisham, the captain. Yet another boundary.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot by Hisham. That made a sweet sound of the bat. Glorious through the covers. Flat batted it. The batsman enjoying Murad's pace as it's coming onto the bat. Would be better off Murad to bowl some change of pace, come round the wicket, try something different. Parish?
Yes, he should try something different to get back into the game. Only 52 required of 22.4 overs. The last ball was played very nicely by Hisham after hitting a 4. Just played it late, down to third man for a single. Good cricket shown by these two batsmen. Nicely punched that, but straight to short extra. No timing whatsoever in this occasion by Waheed. He has been timing the ball so well. He hasn't tried to hit the ball too hard in his 81 runs innings. It's all timing for him.
Gives an impression that he's a timer of the ball rather than who uses power. Has nice hands. Looks elegant as a batter to me. Very impressed. Of all the batters we have seen from this Gulf region, he has impressed me the most, Parish.
Yes, me too. The last ball he bowled, he could have flicked that, but he didn't do it. He played it with a straight bat down to wide mid-on. If it gets to 100, it'll be the 6th individual 100 for different players. 2 from UAE, Ritti Arvind and Rohan Mustafa. Anshuman Rat from Hong Kong and Babar Hayat from Hong Kong. And Kushal Malla yesterday scoring that blistering innings. 108. Quick fire innings. Changed the course of the game.
That was well defended. It's 28 done. Saudi are 166 for 2.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
So after 28 overs, Qatar were 134, whereas Saudi Arabia are 166 for 2. So 30 runs apart. And makes. Welcome back, Lenny, after a short break.
Yeah, thank you, Sherrod. Just had a nice lap of the ground. I do adore this place, I have to say. There's something in the air or the atmosphere, the spirit of this ground. It's very special and lovely to see it. It's free in today. There's been a non-Nepal game, so lots, really healthy little crowd. I'd say 300 or 400 people. They're scattered all the way around the venue, and then as I came around the back, I ended up meeting a few fans. There was about 60 or 70 of them outside, and I said, guys, it's free in. They said, oh, is it? I think they'll hopefully come in and gradually walk onto sit on the grass banks. It's the way cricket for me is made to be watched. Of course, we've got these brilliant, wonderful modern stadia, but some of my favourite grounds in the world are those in the Caribbean or down in New Zealand that have those grass banks. I'd almost rather sit there. You feel kind of more connected to the game, and that's something that, whatever happens to this venue here, even if it develops in the years to come into having big stands and all that sort of stuff, I'd love to see it retain at least some of its grass banks. It's part of the spirit of this ground.
Yeah, absolutely. It's better to sit in the grass banks, I believe. Connect to the Mother Earth. Get that natural earthing going. Yeah. Any thoughts on moving to Nepal, Lenny?
Well, my life is so transient that even if I said yes, I'd probably be here for the 2 months of the year I'd be commentating. So I think last year I spent 335 days on the road. So I'm very lucky to do what I do full time at the moment. I love doing it. And long may it continue. Long may I continue to pick up gigs here and there. This country, though, will always have an incredibly large place in my heart. It's something that's indescribable. I'll be honest, Sherrod, last night I was finding it all difficult to process and take in. Very emotional last night. And there's something about this national team under Monty Desai, the way he mentors those young men. It makes being the smallest part of this journey a real privilege, a real honour. And long may it continue, and I think it's only the start of it. End of the 29th over, it's 171 for 2.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no sir?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this. I'm so impressed.
इम्प्रेस नहुने त कुरै भएन फास्टेस्ट इन्टरनेट स्पिड बेस्ट सर्भिस र फ्री वाइफाई एक्सप्रेसले नेपालकै नम्बर 1 इन्टरनेट सर्भिस प्रोभाइडर बनेको छ वर्ल्डलिंक.
Oh, the team is great too.
Yeah, the sun splitting through the heavens and peeking down more heavily into the valley now that it's a bit clearer. Lovely to be able to actually see the Chobar Hills to our right, because we couldn't for many phases of the first couple of days. Nadim's going to come in to bowl his 9th. He's bowled some really good ones, and there's so much there to work with, but I think given how helpful the conditions have been, to be wicketless into his 9th over, he'll be a bit disappointed.
Yeah, he's done a decent job till now, but yet to pick up a wicket. Yeah, still trying though to pick up his first wicket, and that's got away right in the gap. 4 more runs for Wahid. Moves on to 90.
He's a class act, this man. He really is. Just as I took my lap in, got to have a quick chat to the Malaysian team who beat Saudi Arabia, and their head coach Bilal Assad, the former Pakistani player, was saying this batter he was so impressed with. I think he got 30 odd in the opening game, and as soon as he fell, Saudi Arabia crumbled. Back live with you now. Going to be more runs, not quite 4 this time, just a couple. The big boot comes out. But he's got a real chance of making 100 here. It would be the 6th of the competition already. We're only game day 5. That shows how good the batting wickets have been here, particularly at the TU.
Absolutely, it's been a sporty wicket in both the grounds actually. It's something there for the bowlers, something for the batsmen. More favouring the batsmen in the TU. You can see that's a wide given, quite rightly. Yeah, so pleasing to see so many centuries being scored. Just what is the 10th match of the tournament, the 5th day.
I think that's another sign of the evolution of associate cricket. Angling down, going to miss probably another set of stumps, being honest. Good decision again. Umpire unmoved by the enthusiastic appeal. 15, 20 years ago, you could almost count the number of centuries you'd see in the associate game on 2 hands across several calendar years. Now, just 5 days in to this tournament alone, we could be about to see our 6th century. Good shot. Good pickup of the length. Rocks back and gets 4 more. He's 4 away from what would be a massive moment for him and for Saudi Arabian cricket.
Looks a class act. Wahid rocks in the back foot, makes room, clearing the front leg. Picks up that gap between mid-on and mid-wicket. 4 more runs. Just a hit away now. Wahid. Scored 15 fours and a 6 till now. What a strike rate to get this run till now. It's 101.
And he'll keep the strike. Single to close out an expensive over from Nadeem. Qatar, they're out on their feet. It looks like they're going to go down to a very heavy defeat here in Saudi Arabia. Not just a win, but a big net run rate boost too. 30 bowled, 183 for 2.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफ बोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Hit back to the bowler, just a one-handed stop. 5 Centurions already in this competition. Are we about to see our 6th? Saudi Arabia have been outstanding. They've been excellent, and they've been a great advert for the knowledge and the coaching and the passion of Kabir Khan, their head coach. I think he's the perfect fit for Saudi Arabia with where they're at now. Look at the role he played in Afghanistan's journey to the top table. And he's come in at a good time now to assist KSA on to the next level.
Nicely punched there for another single. So Wahid comes back on strike. Just too shy of his first list 100. 99 on his back. Hope he crosses that number and gets his 100.
Now Qatar have just brought a few fielders into the circle, almost challenging Wahid to hit over the top down the ground. Looks for the googly, that's the moment. It's century number 6, and it belongs to the Saudi Arabian opener, who's played maybe the best innings in his country's history. Wahid Abdul Ghaffar, he gets down to thank the heavens. 102 not out. It's come off 98 balls. Great joy for his teammates as well. He joins Babar Hayat Veritia Aravind, Rohan Mustafa, Ansuman Rath and Kushal Malla. 6 entries in just 5 days. What a tournament we're having and what a knock this has been.
Rank full toss down the leg and made full use of it, Wahid. What a way to bring up his 100. So pleasing to see this guy bat. Look at the smile on his face and the team cheering for him.
Yeah, really excellent innings. Maybe just that one moment just after he got to 50 where Mohammad Ikramullah found the outside edge, but outside of that, pretty flawless. Going to be more runs. I think now he's got to that landmark. He is going to say, let's try and make up that net run rate differential, because they were badly beaten by Malaysia, chased in about 22 overs. So if they could get it done and get it done here quickly, they'll get their net run rate back towards parity, as well as pick up their first win. This group is going to get very interesting. Nepal, they may be in the box seat. They may be close to certain to progress to the semis. But after that, anything could happen. Oman could be in real trouble. Saudi Arabia will challenge them. Malaysia will challenge them. 3 consecutive boundaries. 2 into the leg side, 1 now into the off. This is an exhibition of batting from Wahid, and he's showing us how good the wicket is.
Fantastic stuff. Some of the front foot, some of the back foot. That one he played late. He knows exactly where the fielders are. Look at that. Right in the gap. Backward of point for handsome runs.
Wonderful moment in that over. I'm going to leave you in the hands of Sharad Visakar and Paresh Lahani to close things out. Get ready for the post-match presentation. The score, Saudi Arabia cruising. A big win in store, 198 for 2.
क्वालिटी में नंबर 1 होने को राज के हो
नेपालकै सबैभन्दा ठुलो केबल फ्याक्ट्री पूर्ण डायमिटरको पक्का ग्यारेन्टी
इसको पनि त राज होला
राज हो एडवांस जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी
पता लाग्यो राज हो एडवांस जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी
वाह राजेश ताई
गुणस्तर को पहचान लिटमस केबल क्वालिटी में नंबर 1.
What a knock by Wahid. It's me, Paresh Lohani, replacing Andrew Leonard. He's preparing for the post-match presentation. I'll guide you through the end of this innings with Sharad Visakar. What a knock we've witnessed. Wahid playing a brilliant knock of 110 of just 101 deliveries.
This knock is going to give a lot of confidence to the Saudi Arabian team and would inspire the other batsmen as well to get these kind of big scores. It's not only that 100, it's not only about this 100 and how he has played. He's carrying his bat through, which is pleasing to see.
A nice pull shot by Hisham, the captain, moves 19 of 30. And talk about 6 centuries in this tournament so far. Not the whole 6 had been scored in this venue. The 2 from the Hong Kong players Babar Hayat and Anshuman Rath that has been scored in the Multani Stadium. That shows how much effort the curators have put into both the venues. It's a run feast in both the venues. Nicely slashed that. Another boundary. He's dealing in boundaries at the moment. Only 14 required now.
What a shot that was. Just used the pace, opened his face of the bat. Look at that shot. Just played it late. Reminded me of the great Tendulkar and Sehwag. Used to hit towards those regions effortlessly. And hasn't White done the same?
Pull that away. It's up in the air. It's one bounce over the rope. back-to-back boundaries for Wahid. What a treat we've witnessed here from Wahid. I'm very, very impressed with this 29-year-old boy.
What a pull shot. No fielders out there. Vacant area. He's having a look at this ball like a football for sure. It's not the Saudi Arabian football team, Paresh, it's the Saudi Arabian cricket team. And he's having a good look at that ball like a football.
Yeah, it's a cricket team, but in fielding in the first innings, they showed some football skills as well while fielding. What a knock we've witnessed here today. Let's remember the date, 22nd of April 2023.
Remember this name. Abdul Wahid Ghaffar. He's gonna be a star for Saudi Arabian team for sure, as that goes one bounce over the ropes again. Saudi Arabia making a feast of this. Just 6 more runs needed. He moves on to 122.
Can he finish it off with a 6, with a maximum? Look at this again. Played it on the up. The fielder was inside the circle. One bounce over the rope. One hit away. Saudi Arabia to register the first win in this tournament. Nicely played again off the back foot, but straight to sweeper cover. What an over this has been for Saudi Arabia.
Hasn't he looked better and better as his runs keep coming? Saudi Arabia after 32 are 212 for 2.
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनुको राज हो एडभान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1
Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC Men's Premier Cup.
An off spinner. Can Wahid finish it off with a big 6? It'll be easy for him facing the off spinner. And let's look at the field placement. There's the long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg.
Bowling.
Hit it down the ground just for a single. 4 on remaining. Can Ibrahim hit a 4 and finish it off?
Yeah, Saudi would look to finish as soon as possible to get their net run rate up for sure. They are at -4 at the moment with no points. With this convincing win, to make their run rate a lot good if they can finish it off early.
Yeah, still 17.2 overs remaining. It'll be a very big difference to win. That will do a world of good to their net run rate.
Yeah, they should look to finish it off this over with one hit. It's not about losing wickets now, it's about getting the runs as soon as possible to get that net run rate up. As they come for the last ball. Dot again. It's 33 done. Saudi are 214 for 2.
Just 3 runs required now from 17 overs. Hisham on strike. Kuram Shahzad is the new bowler, off-break bowler. Similar field to what Ibrahim was given. Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, and short fine. I think they want to finish it with singles.
Just 2 runs to get now, as the informed Wahid comes back on strike.
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
Dada, बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1 हुनुको राज के हो
नेपालकै सबैभन्दा ठूलो केबल फ्याक्ट्री पूर्ण डायमिटरको पक्का ग्यारेन्टी
यसको पनि त राज होला
राज हो एडवान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी
पता लाग्यो राज हो एडवान्स जर्मन टेक्नोलोजी
वाह राजेश दाइ
लिटमस केबलको राज रहेछ गुणस्तरको पहिचान लिटमस केबल क्वालिटीमा नम्बर 1
I'm just amazed by the performance. It's the best I've experienced.
So reliable, so consistent, no sir?
Yeah, I was blown away by the speed. It's so fast. I mean, look at this.
That's nicely driven. A single taken. Can this be the ball to end it off? The scores are level. Just the run needed for a victory.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder. Hisham. Just a ball to go in this over. Can he do it in this over? Oh, he plays a forward defensive shot.
That's the best defense I've seen all day for Ish. And it's 34 done. Saudi are 216 for 3.
दादा बाहिर भाइरस छ
नडराउ मात्र पम्प रब छु गर्दियो भाइरसलाई
पम्प रब छु
हो लाइफबोय ह्यान्ड वाशले मार्छ 99.9% भाइरसेस त्यसैले पम्प रब छु संसारकै नम्बर 1 सेलिङ जर्म प्रोटेक्सन सोप ब्रान्ड
Congestion ahead. You are on the fastest route. Rerouting. Rerouting.
The all-new Pulsar N160 with dual channel ABS.
You've reached your destination.
For them, they played one and lost one. This is the second one they're playing, whereas Qatar, they've played one and lost one. Over pitch, fuller length, couldn't get hold of it. Manan.
And that's the winning runs for Saudi Arabia. Comes with a 4 from Manan's bat. They cross over the line and a happy dugout. First win for Saudi Arabia in this tournament. And they haven't they brought it in fantastic style. chased in 34.2 overs. The target of 217. Back off a great innings by Abdul Wahid of 124 runs. Well done, Saudi Arabia.
Now the Group A is wide open. Nepal on top with 2 wins. Malaysia with 1 win. Oman with 1 win. And now Saudi Arabia with 1 win. Qatar has lost 2 out of 2, whereas Nepal has won 2 out of 2. UAE 1 out of 2. Malaysia 1 out of 2. And Saudi Arabia 1 out of 2. Happy camp. Therefore, Saudi Arabia, what a knock we've witnessed here by Wahid. 124. Handshakes all around after end of the match. The Saudi Arabian camp, a very happy camp. Yeah, you can see the handshakes all around with the 2 teams. The red, the Qatar team, and the green, the Saudi Arabia. Nice jersey for both the teams, and the umpires as well. They have been good in the center. Let's have a look at the batting highlights of Saudi Arabia. They got off to a very good start, the openers having a 100-run stand. They were 50 for no loss in 5 overs. What a start given by the 2 openers for Saudi Arabia. We can see lots of fours scored by Wahid and Waqar for the opening stand. There's a neat touch by Waqar, running down to the 3rd man. Another slice shot down to 3rd man for a boundary. Edge taken. Good all-around shots played by both these batsmen, Waqar and Wahid. Nice sweep shot from Wahid down to the vacant area at backward square leg. Qatar trying to show some football skills in the field, but was not able to do so. Another sweep by Wahid into the vacant area. I think that was off the thigh pad. A good cut shot by the captain of Saudi Arabia. Many boundaries today. Just a limited 6s, but look at that. Full toss. Played it round the corner for 4 runs. Late neat touch played by Wahid. He's played very well today. Look at that backward punch into the gap. Again a pull shot. 1 bounce over the rope. This one even better over extra cover. 1 bounce over the rope. A late cut. And a pull shot in straight 6. Let's look at the batting card. Wahid 124 of 108. What an innings he played. Waqar 55 of 55. Saad was out for a knot. And Hisham 21 not out. Manan 5 to 20 for 3. Saudi Arabia. And let's have a look at the 3 wickets to fall for Saudi Arabia. The first one to go was Waqar. A sharp bouncer bowled by the bowler Ikramullah, and again getting the leg stump by Ikramullah. 2 wickets taken by him, and Khurram Shahzad a wicket off Wahid. And let's look at the bowling card for Qatar. Not a good rating bowling card. Murad, 5 overs, 35, very expensive. Amir, very much expensive, 13 runs per over. Nadeem, 9 overs, 54 for no wicket. Tanveer, 4 overs for 18 runs. Sandun, 7 overs, 46. Ikramullah, 5 overs, 28 for 2. The pick of the bowlers. Zahir, 1 overs, 2 runs. And Khurram Shahzad, 1 overs, 2 runs. And a wicket for him. The wicket of Waheed, the Centurion. And look at the match summary here. Tanveer, 46. Kamran, 36. And Imal, 31. And bowling from Saudi Arabia. Ahmad, the pick of the bowlers, 4 for 46 and 9.5. Baladrap, 2 for 38, the youngster, bowling 10 overs. And Abidin, 2 for 39 in 10, chasing a very low total of 217. Waheed, 124 of 108. Waqar, 55 of 55. And Hisham, 21 of 38 in bowling. Akraman, 2 for 28. And Andrew Leonard will be back with you with the post-match presentation in a short while. Stay tuned. Here's the tomorrow's match. UAE taking on Singapore in the TU International Cricket Ground. Andrew will be back with you very soon.
Bajaj Pulsar presents ACC